We're on our way. Let's begin our walk. Hey, let's go look at the flowers. These sunflowers over here. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful morning. All right, let's get some walking down here. Oh, they've added some things in here since I was here last. It's the North Platte River over here. Got a little sign here that is showing the attractions around the area. Platte Valley attractions. What's this other one? Pathways. Monument Valley Pathway. Hours of operation. All the rules and regulations. This is the YMCA, the back side of it. Need air for your bicycle? Here comes a lady with her dog. This here is our YMCA. Look at these flowers along here that are holding up pretty good. It's like fall's on the way. Good morning. It's nice. Yeah, we can get a kind of a good look at the river. Platte Valley River. Such a nice day. There's a some kind of a bush that's all, I don't know what that was. Okay. Ooh, fall is coming. Look at that tree. Fall colors are showing through. This river originally, when the pioneers came through here, before they started all the irrigation, that's a nice vine or some kind. Before they started all the irrigation, they say it was a mile wide and a foot deep. Huge. Which now it follows the channel. You've probably seen pictures of the wagon trains crossing the wide body of river. Got a little picnic table right here. Wow, you know, I've not been down here for a long time, and they've all this landscaping and stuff is new. It says thank you, Serenity Garden Club. Look at this. This is something else. Those stupid people have to put the graffiti on the bridge. Got those here. Look at the brand new bridge, and they've got graffiti on it. And this is underneath the bridge. This is the old part. Wow, that's quite a water gate right there. This is the new part, the bridge they redid. Alright, let's move on. More sunflowers. It's kind of a pretty scene right here. Look at this. The river in the background. This has really changed since the last time I walked this, which has been a while. Looky here. Now, that's a background, right? Isn't that pretty? My goodness, have they done work. The little historical sign about the fur trade from the 1820s to the 1830s. Little signs along the way about the flooding of the river. Sometimes this path could be covered. It's kind of hard to believe, isn't it? Look in there. Isn't that beautiful? Little cottonwood tree. I need to come down here with my tripod and set this up for some video type background instead of just a still image. I like to see the water flowing. It's so gentle now. Maybe that's my project for tomorrow morning. Wow. Ooh, here's a bird's nest. I wonder what kind of bird they have up in there. Pretty big hole. It's being used. You can see grass and stuff in there. Oh, it's a beautiful morning. Thank you, Lord. Another scene. You got a bench here. You can sit down. Want to sit down? Nope. I don't want to sit down. And there's the Scottsbluff National Monument. With power wires in between. Every place you go, they've got to have wires running. Wires everywhere. Wires everywhere, and not a clear picture to declare. There. I would say they have really created a scenic walk along here. I don't know, I can shoot some downriver here a little bit, but the sun is going to play into it. Sun's coming up in the morning. Brand new day. Hey. Shut up, Dale. Okay. There's another little sign. The flat water. This talks about the boy, that sign has really gotten that's been there a while, but it talks about the how flat the river was. It's kind of pretty through there, it's seen, isn't it? I might get down here, get underneath of these wires and get some good shots. Over here's the backside of our Humane Society. Get the noise of the traffic. Here we're going to go under these power lines, so when we get up here we'll be able to get some shots without those in them. I'm not complaining about power, mind you, just about the scenic aesthetics. Places for your little doggy poop. Pulls away from the river a little bit here, but it gets back to it. Just walking along, singing the song. Now don't get me wrong, I could do this all day long. Construction company over to the right. Oh. Another little sign. This is talking about the Oregon Trail, the Great Platte River Road, heading for the Rocky Mountains. Whoops. Speed limit 15. Somebody's modified it. Why can't people just leave stuff alone instead of destroying? There you kind of can see some fall colors beginning. This stuff here is interesting. I forget what they call it. I knew it one time, but I don't think it's a real desirable plant to have. Looks like we're going to get back over into the river here pretty soon. We can look off this way. We're going to pass some people here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Here's another one of those signs about it's broken up. It says parts of this trail may be underwater at times. Not today. Not today. Ooh, look at this tree right here. That just at some point just snapped off, probably in a real strong wind. Right here, they got a sign that says, "Wetlands, no trespassing." That means it's designated as wetlands for the wildlife, and they want to preserve it for the natural, the natural environment. I think we're getting back up here to the river again. Got some benches here. Some more benches, that's nice. People can take a leisurely walk. A lot of people do, but I think a lot of it's people do it for exercise too. Although the trails to Northern California and Utah had different beginnings and endpoints, they all followed the Platte River Road, and this is a area where people could, I guess, turn back if they wanted to. Probably the last real chance. Well, I mean, they could do anything, but I mean, from here on, going through Wyoming and up into the Rockies, which was their ultimate goal. Into the Rockies. Here's the river. This tree is really changing. You can see the green and the yellow contrast there. A little shot to the river. See the monument there. I'm planning on going all the way to the Five Rocks Road. I can see it up ahead. I got a couple of spots along here that I've seen that would make real good backgrounds for a video background. don't know. I think I'm gonna turn around here. We'll call it good. It's been a nice little walk. And let's see what we got up here. There's a couple kind of bushes that they have. These right here that have that looks kind of silvery. I think that might be saltpeter. I'm not sure, but saltpeter is a very destructive. It soaks up so much water. There's some creeks, streams, it's actually dried up. Russian olives, I think those are Russian olive over here. Across, right in there. I think that's Russian olive. They do kind of do too, but they're not as bad. They like water. They love the water. There you go. I must have turned a little too fast for my gimbal there. It didn't quite want to straighten out. There's two bridges that go across the river here, right here in Scottsbluff. One is the one we just came from by the Y, which is the Broadway there. It's 10th Street in Gehring. And this one up here, which is on the what is now known as the Five Rocks Road. Here's a little viewpoint up here. Let's go up and check it out. Shall we? Good. Glad you agree. Here we go. Into the sun just a little bit. Another sign. Mia Pate. Lakota Sioux people. Used to call Scottsbluff Mia Pate, the hill that is hard to get around. That's why they have the wagon trail that goes through the monument there. That's why it's so famous. No, I think I'm good for now. You can sure see the fall colors are kicking in, aren't they? The water is just flowing along. All right. Thanks for joining me on this walk. We'll catch you on the next one.